What's happening, everybody? Trey here, joined by my dad, Sean, and today, reactions to the classics. It's time for a little Elenore battle. Shout out to anybody named Elenore.
That's right.
I don't know anyone named Elenore.
I don't either, and it's not spelled the same way, but it's close enough, right?
And here today, it's coming courtesy of our longtime patron and friend, David. David, shout out to you. As you can see at the bottom, y'all, we got Elenore by the Turtles here, and you can't see at the bottom. There we go.
No,
I had it hidden.
You're good. You're like, wait a minute, what?
Elenore by the Turtles versus Elenore, Put Your Boots On by Franz Ferdinand. So doing two different, eras of music. The Turtles, obviously, back in the 60s, Franz Ferdinand in the 2000s. I'm not familiar with either.
I'm not either.
Either of these tunes, man. So I'm excited to get diving into this one.
Yeah, let's do it. If you want to support us in any way, like David, the patrons make this channel go, check out the Patreon link below. Also our Facebook group, and we stream all the time on Twitch. Give us a follow there. Let's jump in to the Turtles version, which you do have at the bottom now. 1968 song, originally included on the Turtles Present the Battle of the Bands. The song was written as a satire of their biggest pop hit, Happy Together, which I think is the only Turtles song I know. By 1968, the Turtles had a number of successful pop records on the White Whale label, including Bob Dylan's It Ain't Me Babe, Happy Together, and She'd Rather Be With Me, both written by Gary Bonner and Alan Gordon. The band members wanted to diversify their musical output in parallel with more innovative musical groups of the time and to record their own material. However, the record company was reluctant to allow them to do so.
And as a demonstration of their musical versatility, they recorded the record, The Battle of the Bands, which featured performances in a wide variety of musical styles. They recorded Elenore as a parody of the type of happy-go-lucky pop songs that they themselves had been performing in deliberately cliched and slapdash lyrics. This was also one of the first pop songs to make use of the Moog synthesizer, which is heard during the last half of the second verse, featuring Kalen's double voice track. Howard Kalen, the lead singer, later said that this was a parody of Happy Together. It was never intended to be a straightforward song. It was meant to be an anti-love letter to White Whale Records, who were constantly on our backs to bring them another Happy Together. So I gave them a very skewed version, not only with the chords changed, but with all those bizarre words. It was my feeling that they would listen to how strange and stupid it was and leave us alone, but they didn't get the joke.
So often you run into this, man. So often.
Oh.
They thought it sounded good. Truthfully, though, the production on Elenore was so damn good. He said, lyrically or not, the sound of the thing was so positive that it worked. It certainly surprised me. 6 in the US, 7 in the UK, 4 in Canada, 8 in Australia, and number 1 in New Zealand. So, huge hit, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard it, so we'll have the lyrics up as always. And once again, thank you, David.
You gotta think about you. I just can't live without you. I really want you, Elenore, near me. Your looks intoxicate me, even though your folks hate me. There's no one like you, Elenore, really.
Sure is catchy, man.
It is catchy.
I really think you're groovy. Let's go out to a movie. What do you say now, Elenore, can we? They'll turn the lights way down low, and maybe we won't watch the show. I think I love you, Elenore, love me.
Tell me
I can't believe that really the record. I think they heard it, like you said, it's very pleasant. Like the chorus is very pleasant sound, the harmonies. But I mean, you can obviously tell this is like third grade songwriting. He did it that way on purpose. But Eleanor G, I think you're swell and you really do me well. Just get able to rhyme. And this part made me like, you're my pride and joy, etc. And then they sing it out in a harmony, etc. Eleanor, can I take the time to ask you to speak your mind? Tell me that you love me better. And then I mean, verse 2, I really think you're groovy. Let's go out to a movie. I mean, that's what we're getting here. But, I mean, it was catchy to the ear. And I guess a lot of times on songs like this, you don't pay any attention to the lyrics.
No. It had that
fun
sunshine
atmosphere.
pop type of sound to it, man. And I like the movement of the track from the verse, which, is obviously a bit less in your face. And then the chorus with the harmonies, the piano really ramping up.
Yeah, I mean, it was well done.
Eleanor G, I think you're swell. Whenever you hear the word swell. That we're in
the 60s, baby.
We're going way back, man. But yeah, dude, I think between the instrumentation, man, and just knowing the backstory of why they wrote it too, I think adds a bit of charm to this track as well. So I enjoyed it, man, and it'll be interesting now to jump ahead so many decades here on this Franz Ferdinand track. Elenore, Put Your Boots On, which is the fourth single from their second record, You Could Have It So Much Better. The single version of the song is a new version that was recorded in Benton Harbor, Michigan during their 2006 tour with Death Cab for Cutie. That would have been a great tour.
It would have been, man.
Reached number 30 in the UK and 17 in Scotland.
Steve Lamacq, I don't know how to say that with that Q at the end, first played the new version of the song on his BBC radio show, Lamacq Live, in the last week of May 2006. Shortly thereafter, an interview appeared with the band in Nylon magazine where they confirmed the recording of a new version of the song for release as a single. The Eleanor in the title was thought to refer to Elenore Friedberger, lead singer of indie rock band The Fiery Furnaces, who supported Franz Ferdinand during their 2004 tour. She also used to have a relationship with Franz Ferdinand lead singer Alex Kapranos.
All right, well, let's see what we got. Starting nice and quiet.
Well, Eleanor, put those boots back on. Kick the heels into the Brooklyn dirt. I know it isn't dignified to run, but if you run, you can run to the Coney Island roller coaster ride to the highest point and leap across the filthy water. Leap until the coast streams wash you down. I could be there when you land. I could be there when you land. I could be there when you
Very well arranged. Very well.
Take a green point, 3-point, turn towards the hidden sun. You know you are so elegant when you run. And if you run, you can run to that statue with the dictionary. Climb to her fingernail and leap, yet take an atmospheric leap and let that jet stream set you down.
ever put your boots on. We did go with that single version because it's the more well-known version. What did you think of this one?
Dude, I enjoyed it, man. Very obviously acoustic based. We started off but quite quiet.
Yeah, we did.
And then, kind of reminded me of Eleanor by the Turtles, just in that sense where, we strip back. And then once that chorus comes in, we really get ramping up. But here, Franz Ferdinand, they dial it back again as well towards the end. And I like that concept almost of, not caring what people think and like really pushing, like, I know it isn't dignified to run, but if you run, you can run to the Coney Island roller coaster, like, Eleanor, put those boots back on, and kind of is all like, all right, pushing yourself, let's go and do this thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought the instrumentation was spot on, brought me into a little bit of an atmosphere, and in verse 2 he just builds, and he's basically just, telling her to go on, oh, if you run, you can run to that statue with the dictionary, climb to her fingernail and leap. Yeah, take an atmospheric leap and let the jet stream set you down, and then I could be there when you land. So he's telling her, go do whatever you want. Basically, go take chances, and I'm here for you.
Yeah, it's almost that safety net, and that person you can always maybe run back to.
Yep.
I think in a sense, and I mean Franz Ferdinand. I didn't know that they were Scottish until today.
I didn't either until I did the research. Well, I knew it a few days ago when I did the research, but otherwise, no, I didn't know that either. Although I can hear it really in this.
Yeah, you can.
Because it's dialed back more than the other stuff of theirs.
Yeah, because I don't know too much of their stuff, but what I do is a bit more upbeat. Take Me Out, of course, kind of being the biggest one. But yeah, man, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed both these tunes, but that'll take us now to the winner, the Battle of the Eleanors. Dad, what you got on this?
I gotta go with the Turtles, man. It's just so good, such a classic. You hear that the second you hear it, it's late 60s. But I really enjoyed both of them.
Just it's close for me, but for the sake of being different, man, I'm gonna go a little Franz Ferdinand action, just since lyrically a bit more mature.
Yeah.
You could they seem to be about a wash musically for me. I enjoyed the catchiness of the Turtles, whereas on Franz Ferdinand, I enjoyed the acoustic nature of it and the switches that we had in there. So both very strong tracks here. And shout out to all the Eleanors out there, man.
Exactly, man. Shout out to you. We got one song, you got at least two here.
And throw in Eleanor Rigby, and boom, you're in the
money.
You're in the goods right there. But let us know which of these you prefer, y'all, down in the comment section below, and be sure to give our dude David some props for suggesting this, because I don't believe we featured either of these groups on the channel.
I don't think so, man.
So glad we were able to do that. As always, Dad, appreciate it. And until next time, y'all, we will see you.